back to provincial politics now. It looks to be a tight race to claim Hamilton Mountain's seat at Queen's Park when voters cast their ballots on February 27th. Tonight, CHH News is previewing the riding candidates there with no incumbent in place. Jason Godola joins us live with more tonight. Good evening, Jason.
Yeah, good evening, Adam. With campaign promises looking to address issues like housing, education, and disability support, Hamilton Mountain does appear to be up for grabs. And according to the candidates, they believe their track records speak for themselves in order to meet the needs of their constituencies.
For Hamiltonians and residents of Hamilton that know me, that support me, and those that are looking at our campaign, you are rest assured that we are all about action.
After narrowly missing out for a spot on Hamilton Council in 2022, Kojo Demte is aiming higher, looking to represent Hamilton Mountain at Queen's Park. Demte is the former executive director of the Hamilton Center for Civic Inclusion and is a McMaster University instructor. Under the new Democratic banner, Demte says retirees on fixed incomes, school staffing, supportive housing, and healthcare capacity are the concerns.
The restructuring of the Board of Health was one of the things that I did, and I wasn't even elected at that time. So what the difference is that I am a community leader that puts things into action.
Issues the Ontario Liberals say they also intend to address.
What we do need is real effective leadership, and I have a proven track record of that. I have worked with families over the past 10 years as a school board trustee. I worked with families during the pandemic as chair of the board to really address affordability, healthcare, education.
An attempt to help the Liberals rebuild. The former chair of the Hamilton Wentworth District School Board and Mohawk College instructor Don Danko highlighted promises to address housing costs, doctors, and of course, the state of schools.
That has to be a priority because when the spaces you're in are not conducive to learning, we know that impacts students and staff. But we also need to think about our special education funding. We have been so underfunded for that chronically since I've become a trustee.
We did reach out to PC candidate Monica Cirillo earlier this week, and I ended up speaking with her campaign manager who inquired about the details and the nature of a potential interview. However, yesterday he tells me that Monica is declining the opportunity to speak with us due to her limited availability and the need to focus on her constituents. The issue of PC candidates not speaking to media was brought up yesterday to leader Doug Ford, who rejected the idea that the party was telling candidates not to.
But, you know, everyone's welcome to make sure that they go out there and go door knocking and get the message to the people and go to companies. And
meanwhile, the Green Party believes Hamilton Mountain is not a two-horse race.
The Greens are a viable option. We don't need to vote the old way. We don't need to vote NDP and Liberal. There is another option, and that option is the Greens.
Representing the Green Party is Joshua Trinega. The French teacher and the LGBTQ+ advocate says the Greens will match the Liberals' cuts to land taxes and the development charges, and as well as the NDP's home building plans. He also says there are pledges to help with supportive services as well.
So we can't just build a place like Tiffany and not have wraparound supports like social work and social services and doctors and nurses to help these people. The other thing that we're looking at doing is adding mental health care back into the OHIP system.
Hamilton Mountain has traditionally been an NDP stronghold, one that saw the last MPP, Monique Taylor, win 45% of the vote in 2022. She announced that she will run in the next federal election as a New Democrat. Ontarians head to the polls on February 27th.